We asked our fans on Facebook and on our forum to send in some questions for this interview, and we're going to attempt to answer them now. This first question to contestant number one, that's you, Parvo. George Macaulay from Ruislip, United Kingdom says, what do you do to conquer pre-gig nerves, or do you three not get nervous anymore? Smiley face.
Well, I think we all still get nervous, and I don't know if any of us actually conquer the pre-gig nerves. I think it's a natural part of doing a performance, and I think for me it's normally the moment that you go on stage and the party actually begins that you start relaxing. And you know, there is always that kind of tense thing building up to the gig, and yeah, I think if we really lost that, then the part of the excitement of the whole thing would be gone. So I'm happy to be nervous, if you can say that.
I think we all concur. A second question to contestant number 3 is Suzanne Blowers, and she asks, how do you balance out all-nighters and global travel with normal life? Do you find it difficult to adjust to sleep patterns? Jono.
Yeah, I think it's very hard to adjust to sleep patterns. Very, very hard. I think the way you have to balance it out, if you look at it, you need sleep, you need to keep fit, you need to eat well, and keep your mind straight. So if you can, if you can try and keep fit and not drink too much, all those sorts of things, that's how you do it, really. I mean, you just have to keep calm and kind of make sure that you look after yourself. You can't go out on all-night benders all the time and go and get drunk at the after party and all that kind of stuff. You've got to look after yourself, otherwise you will crash. So yeah, balance, really.
Charlie Ahab here is asking, what are your other hobbies, Tony?
I still play guitar in my old band, Sad Lovers and Giants. We're playing in London in December. I try and go scuba diving but don't have time. I try and play golf but don't have time. Most other hobbies go by the wayside. Tell me something about yourselves that we don't know. I've got a broken collarbone. You didn't know that, but it's really dull, isn't it?
Gene Scottward from Kent is asking, why did we decide to do this year's Trance Around the World 400 in Beirut?
Well, we did the previous Trance Around the World big shows in Europe. We've done one in LA, so it felt like a good thing to do one in the Middle East, really. We've got a good fan base there. We love the place. The venue's fantastic. Everything just fell into place, really. So Bernardo Fuster from Seattle asks, what are your earliest musical influences?
I guess it would have to be my dad, who was a qualified music teacher, but he never did that for a living. He was a postman, but we had a piano at home and he used to sit there and play it, and I think it always encouraged us to, the Irish thing, you go down the pub and you sing songs with people and everybody gets up and has a go. I think that's a very, very common thing, and so music was always in the house, and he encouraged me to learn to play the piano and bought me a guitar. So it was my dad, really. God bless him.
Charles Brazaldo from LA in California says, as you three were growing up as DJs and producers, did you ever imagine you'd be the massive success you are today? And if not, how come?
Well, I think, at least for me, the whole thing with music's always been that I've been totally in love with making music, and it's been really the only job I've ever had, the only thing I could do. Of course, I've always, dreamed of having a lot of people enjoy the music that I make, but at least for me personally, all throughout my life I've been really trying to concentrate on just doing music that I really love, and now looking back at Trance Around the World 400, I just keep on being stunned at how well the last 10 years have gone for us, and hopefully things will continue growing as they have, but you never quite know what tomorrow brings, and today is good.
Henry Gold from Vancouver, British Columbia, very nice place, would like to ask Jono, what advice do you have for young producers just starting out this morning?
I think the biggest piece of advice is to not worry about being different. That's a strength. Do your own thing, follow your goals, follow your passions. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Don't think, oh, that's good, I want some of that. actually focus on what you want to do and stick to that, because it's very easy to waver based on what's going on around you. That's not how you create something truly unique and individual and exciting.
And last question from our fans is from Elsa Smith from Tooting in London. She says, why have you never played a Trance Around the World show in London? That's a good question for you, Paul. Why have we never done it?
Well, we've actually done quite a few Trance Around the World shows in
We've actually
London.
done them all.
We've done them all in London.
We haven't done a live one though.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we've obviously done one in Moscow, one in LA. This year is in Beirut. We're really keeping all options open for the future, and I think for all of us, it would be really a big dream for us to bring, the Trance Around the World celebrations home.
But guys, we do have some exciting plans to announce for a big show in London next year, so we'll keep you updated on that.